is showing that I can describe the flow of charge through multiple conductors and the resulting charge on each after the conductors are moved through some combination of contact and separation from one another. So if we start, we have four boxes, and next to them I put my friend Block Ross, who's just full of positive energy. I wanted him to be Blob Ross originally, but I couldn't make Blob Ross look not terrible. So anyway, if you put Block Ross next to these four blocks, and we make them all touch one another, the charges that are on Block Ross will then disperse throughout the singular objects, because they all essentially become one cohesive object, and the charges then disperse, getting as far away from each other as possible. So in this case, I have 5 blocks, counting Block Ross, who started out with 10 positive charges. You could say that's 10 nanocoulombs, 10 microcoulombs, 10 whatevers. And that gets dispersed evenly throughout the now all touching conductor blocks. If we were to then immediately separate all of them out, then we'd have Block Ross with his 2 charges, this block with its 2 charges, this block with its 2 charges, this block with its 2 charges, and this block with its 2 charges, because they will have all had the charges that they did before they're separated when you pull them apart. So if you can see up there, this one has 2 charges there, so when you pull it apart, it will keep those 2 positive charges. But that's only if you make contact. What would happen if it doesn't make direct contact, if Block Ross does not make direct contact? So say we start out with just 2 blocks, and we make those 2 blocks touch. And then right next to these 2 blocks, we put our super duper positive Block Ross, who looks beautiful. In this case, the neutrally charged blocks, which are now acting as one conductor, the negative electrons will be more attracted to Block Ross because he's so positive. And because he's not touching them, his positive charges are not being dispersed onto these conductors. It's just the negative charge being pulled away, or pulled this way, and the positive charges being repelled by Block Ross's, incredible positive energy. So what happens then if you were to immediately separate the two with Block Ross still in close proximity? It would essentially keep those charges. So the positive charge would stay forced away, and the negative charges would stay being attracted towards Block Ross. And then if you remove Block Ross, they'll sort of even out within the block itself. So you end up with just one block with net negative charge and one block with a net positive charge after, Block Ross's incredible positive energy. I couldn't use real Bob Ross, because if I used real Bob Ross, just everything would be positive, and it would just break all of physics. Anyway, I hope this was a decent enough explanation. Thank you very much. Bye.